Hello everybody, this is Bazker back again with another quick look video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Slither.io. And if you haven't heard of Slither.io, I have to ask what rock you've been hiding under. This is a game that has been really popular amongst social media. Twitch has been having some players even play it off and on. And it's kind of fun. If you've ever played the old game back in like BASIC called Snake, it's very much similar to that. It's just been highly upgraded, but the mechanics are pretty much the same. One of the big differences is you're supposed to go around and eat things on this one. So like when you kill another snake, it drops body parts, I guess you would say, and you eat them and grow your own snake, rather than your snake just simply growing over time. So one complaint I have about this game, and it's a big one in my opinion, is there's absolutely no sound for this game. I don't know why. They certainly could have sound. It's an HTML5 game. It could certainly do it. But they don't. So that is my biggest complaint for this game. On the upside of that, you could listen to your own music without having any kind of noise in the background going on. So I guess that's a positive in that respect. But for me, a game should have sound in order for it to be any fun at all. Even if the sound sucks, it should have sound. So the fact that it doesn't have sound keeps me from not playing this very often, and it is most certainly not going to be something you see on the channel very often, if ever again. However, I did want to do a quick look video on it and just show you how to play it, and in case you haven't seen it, haven't heard of it, you might actually want to play it. There's not a whole lot to it. You use your mouse to move around and start collecting little orbs to grow your snake. You can see in the upper right corner of the screen a leaderboard. I'm not sure exactly how many people it puts on an individual leaderboard room, but there is a limit. It puts you in some sort of a queue and get matched with other players, I think totally at random if I had to guess, but you can see how you're doing. In the bottom left hand corner you can see what your current length is, and also your rank. There's another snake going through there. And one of the things you can do is you can touch yourself here. This is not a problem, and I don't mean that in a dirty way, but you can move around and just collect stuff. And you can see we just killed a guy, and he's going to drop off a whole bunch of goodies. He's got bigger stuff, so that's what you really want to collect. And hanging around bigger snakes is kind of a good thing in some respects, because you can grow your snake a little faster. And but you do run into the problem of the fact that they're trying to eat you too, so it's a eat or be eaten world. I don't know what determines how you get different skins on your snake, but you can see that one's kind of an American flag look. I think it's random. I've never had one that's anything other than a solid green, blue, or red, but I've certainly seen plenty of them out there. And one thing you can do, and I'm going to try to circle this around so you can see the end of my snake, is if you hold down the mouse button, you can move faster. But as you notice, you lose bits and pieces of yourself when you do that. It's not a lot, though. It can certainly be worth it. And I don't know if these little glowing globes are actually better for you or not. They're really hard to track down sometimes, though. And there is an edge to this. If you keep going and going and going, you'll eventually run into an edge. And you can see somebody there died, and he's got a lot of stuff. And one thing you can do to kind of protect yourself is, do this, curl in yourself, but try to do it so that your head's in the middle, because your head is the only part that you're worried about from your perspective of dying. As long as your head is protected, you're going to be okay. And you can see I just died. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I don't want to really play this for a real long time. Like I said, there's no sound, so that really kind of dumbs it down for me. If I was going to grade this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, I'd probably put it somewhere in the middle, right around a 5. It is fun, but without that sound, it just doesn't really hold my interest very well. If you like to play this kind of game, then it's 100% free. It's Slither.io, that's how you get to it. Just type that in your address bar. I'm playing it in Chrome. I have played it in Firefox and in IE Edge, I think I played it in, and I think it was working just fine there. I don't believe it worked in IE 11 when I tried it. It might, but I don't recall. But for sure Firefox and Chrome were working, and like I said, I believe Edge was working as well. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to the game. You can kind of see it, just moving around, and that's about all there is. Beyond that, I think I'm going to let it go here. If you got any questions about the game, let me know. I'll try to answer. And like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to share the video if you'd like. And I'll catch you back next time.